I wonder what that means when she grabs this melody and this other and does this. Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc, I'm a music composer for games, and today we have a request from Patreon. We're gonna listen to and talk about a track from the game Celeste, and that's a first for the channel, right? It's the track called Farewell, and it's by Lina Rainey, and I remember a long time ago listening to the Celeste soundtrack. I remember liking it, I remember it was good, I remember it was kind of synthy, but honestly I don't remember much else about the soundtrack, so yeah, I'm excited. Let's go! Okay. Sounds different than what I remember. A lovely piano, and the bass is pretty nice as well. Some choirs now. And this harmony is very interesting. There's not much of a melody so far. The harmony is very interesting. I keep listening to it and thinking it will go this way, but then it doesn't, it goes somewhere else. And then it goes back to the beginning. It loops. Yeah, so the harmony keeps looping this sequence. When I first heard this, I thought to myself, I'm very smart. I know what she's gonna do. It's like the harmony in the Ori track that we heard recently, Light of Nibel, right? It's something like this. It builds tension, then it resolves again, and it repeats, and it's a cycle, it's a loop of tension and release, tension and release. She's not doing exactly that here. She's kind of doing, but she's doing it differently. So she goes, and this first chord is what I like to call here on the channel the home chord, right? It's peaceful, it's where the song rests. So yeah, home chord, and then she goes here, and then here. And these two chords, the second chord and the third chord, these are what we call in music subdominant chords. And what that means in simple terms is, you know, here on the channel we talk about tense chords and peaceful chords, home chords. The subdominant chords, they are kind of middle of the road, they're halfway, they're not tense, but they're not peaceful either. Using these two subdominant chords kind of removes a little bit of the drama of the sequence, which is cool because it makes it sound more casual, and it gives way for more nuanced emotions, right? Because sometimes the tension and release kind of thing, the drama, the danger, it can get kind of in your face. You know, the more obviously tense chords you use and the more obviously peaceful chords you use, the more obvious the song becomes. So when you use these more nuanced chords, it gives way to more nuanced and subtle emotions and sensations. That's cool. Man, these bass lines, they sound so jazzy, there's a lot of emotion. And that cycle, that same harmony keeps... Oh. Man, everything in this track is so percussive. Like the very dry percussive piano that she's using here reminds me a little bit of the piano work in Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, they used very, very dry and percussive piano, kind of like this. Oh. So this is the kind of stuff that I remember about the soundtrack. This very... What a melody. Oh man, that was great. Oh, and the choirs now. So she starved us for a melody. I was thinking that I was about to say that the song was asking for a melody, and she knew that. She kept denying us that melody for a long time. When it comes, it hits with full force and it feels so emotional. Okay, so it's gonna repeat one more time, and it's the same harmony from the beginning still. And she keeps adding more stuff to it. This feels in some ways, since I mentioned, Light of Nibel from Ori, this in some ways feels like a less dramatic, more nuanced, more emotional, more intimate, that's a good word, more intimate version of Light of Nibel. And I don't like comparing tracks like this because each track has its own context and its own merit, but it does feel like this could be a credits track, like a credits rolling track. I know you guys like when I try to guess what the track is about, and in this case I'm kind of cheating because I'm going by the title of the track as well, which is Farewell. Okay, a little break. Kind of Donkey Kong Underwater vibes. So there's a lovely violin. Lovely melody, super emotional. And like I said, I didn't play the game, but I suspect that these melodies, as I suspect that this is maybe a credits kind of song, maybe these melodies that she is parading here, they might be leitmotifs that are relevant to the story of the game. Okay, it's a bit more melancholic now. And these arpeggios, just in case, yeah, just in case someone in the audience doesn't know what an arpeggio is what she's doing here, these quick notes going up and down. Yeah, these. Arpeggio means that you're playing a chord, like this, but instead of playing all the notes at the same time like this, you are playing each note one at a time, one after the other, fast like this. I mean, actually, it doesn't necessarily need to be fast, but in this case, it is. So that's all that she's doing. She's just playing the same chords that she has been playing, but she's playing one note at a time, one after the other. So she's playing this chord here, but if you play it in arpeggio form, it sounds like this. I can't do it fast because I'm not a good piano player, but it's this arpeggio here. Right? It's just the same chord, but one note at a time. She's holding one chord here. There's some anticipation. Yeah, build up. I feel like there's, yeah, a melody. And this is this the melody from the beginning? Feels different. Oh, the violin. Hold up. She did this. She did one of these. So she grabbed the first melody of the song, which was this one, right? Right, this. That is, it's a little fragment. I suspect that, like I said before, it means something. It's probably a leitmotif. And then she grabbed the second melody of the song, which was the one with the violin, right? Something like this. And she did this. She connected both. She put both together, and I wonder what that means. This must mean something, because I didn't play the game, so I don't know the meaning of these two melodies. But you guys would probably be able to let me know what is the meaning of this. What does it mean when she grabs this melody that probably means something, and this other, and just this. So yeah, the first melody, right? And then the second. What does it mean? And then the violin is gonna come up as well. And I wonder if the violin has some meaning as well. Maybe it symbolizes something. Oh. She's just playing around with these two melodies so good. I feel like it's about to slow down. Oh. This track was suggested on Patreon by Joshimadu. Hooray, Joshimadu! And if you have a suggestion for me as well, you can leave a comment here on YouTube, or you can also go on Patreon and participate in the polls, leave a suggestion for me. There's a bunch of different ways of participating and sharing with me the music from the games that you love, so that I can share it with the world. And remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.